my name's Chloe Haywood and I'm studying the PGCE Primary course at 5 to 11.
I'm Charlotte Watkins and I'm also studying the PGCE Primary course 5 to 11.
For me, my inspiration going into teaching was my reception teacher. She was just fantastic, making every child in that class feel special. You know, she made sure we got like friends. And for me, being older, I look back at that and I think I want to make sure I make children feel that way. And the natural way to do that was to follow in their footsteps and to become a teacher.
I really feel that I was inspired by my own experience in junior school especially. The teachers I had there really pushed me in sort of avenues that I thrived in, and I'd like to provide that experience for children that are that age as well. So not everyone thrives academically, they may want to do stuff like drama and PE, and that's something that I'd really like to support them with.
So PGCE is a postgraduate certificate in education. It's internationally recognised, so I can take it anywhere in the world with me. No one can take it away from me either, which is nice. You know, I've been recognised, I've been assessed. A lot of it's the theoretical side, so it's not just what I can do in the classroom, it's that I understand what the children are thinking. I understand how I need to adapt my teaching, not just practically, but logically, to make sure that the children are receiving everything that they need to receive from me.
It's also beneficial because you're not just thrown in at the deep end. You've got preliminary weeks, base weeks, you've got your first placement, your second, and you're developing. So you can develop over time rather than just being thrown right in.
For me, my most memorable experience was in my first placement, we went on a trip to Yorkshire Wildlife Park. For some of them, it was the first time they've ever seen a giraffe. And I think for me, I kind of stood there and I thought, yeah, this is why I'm doing this. This is why I'm doing all this work for these very moments. And for me, that was why I was like, this is why I'm doing it.
My most memorable moment was probably like the last week of my first placement. Just seeing how the relationships with the children had progressed since week one. It was really nice to have that feeling at the end, to know that they've appreciated you and you've appreciated them as well. It's really lovely.
I love their stories that they tell because it's almost like that real life. They'll go back, in that situation I did this, in that situation I did that. And I find I learn so much from their experience in their teaching, just the stories that they give us.
Yeah, leading on from that, like that's really helpful to apply that to your own teaching as well. Maybe like interactions they've had with children that you'll then remember when you have that sort of similar interaction. That's really helpful.
They're always at the end of an email as well. That you can email them at any time and they'll be like, I'm right here, and I'm like, oh, okay, didn't have to reply right away. But they're just willing to help with absolutely anything, which has been really nice. I struggle very much with assignments. I find assignments quite hard to do. They were just very helpful for me in that part that does give me so much anxiety. They've worked really hard, I think, to remove that. I think I've realised I've got that confidence in me just to go into sit at a table and introduce myself, go into a classroom and just start teaching. This course has really helped my confidence just to grow, and I think other people in my life have noticed that as well.
Just with balancing stuff like our subject knowledge portfolio, our weekly meetings, obviously planning, we've had an assignment to do as well, but I didn't realise that I had that sort of time awareness in me. I obviously knew that BG provided a really good quality teaching course, so it really interested me. I had a really good experience on the interview process as well, which really sort of solidified that I wanted to come here as well.
You just have to do one search on Google. You know, teaching universities in this world just comes top in most things. So it was a no-brainer decision for me. You've got just years of experience in one place. You've got lecturers that know exactly what they're talking about. You can go to them with any question and they're not just going to give you one solution, they're going to give you 5 to try.
The community sort of sense that we've all got together and the friendships that we've formed, very different to my undergrad experience.
I've never really experienced that kind of community anywhere else where you're all going through the exact same thing. It's quite unique, I think, to BGU, definitely.
Yeah, definitely.